with Thoughts from Iron. This is the Tactical Takeover. This is where I do a little review quite quickly because I'm putting it up quite late for our game against Sheffield United in the Premier League. Kickoff today, 2 p.m. at Bramall Lane, the Carlos Tevez derby. Now, first things first, let's look at the player availability, shall we say, the injuries and the suspensions that we've got. So I have it over there. Obviously, Paqueta is still ruled out. We know that Ben Rama got the red card, and to be fair, I don't even want to see him in a West Ham shirt again. Yes, I've calmed down since the red. No, I don't feel any differently. Mikel Antonio is still out. And then a little bit of good news, if you can call it that, I suppose. So, Jared Bowen is going to take a late fitness test alongside Alvarez and Pablo Fornals for today's game. By the time this has gone up, they may have already done that, and we already might know the layout, the formation, etc. So it's, I'm doing this quite late, but as it says that Fornals and Alvarez have got a 50% chance of making the game, and Bowen only has a 25% chance of making the game. Listen, we looked poor against Bristol City. It's hard to say that without Bowen, Kudus, it's not hard to say that without Bowen, Paqueta and Kudus, we look flat. We don't look like we can do anything. We don't look like it's going to end well for us without those three in the team. That being said, you've got to bear in mind that we're also missing Alvarez and Fornals out of that lineup, which would have given us something else. I don't know what, but something else. I think it did make a difference losing both of those against Sheffield United, against Bristol City. To have both of them back against Sheffield United will be a big thing for me. I don't, as much as I want Bowen back, I wouldn't rush him. I think the Bournemouth game, the Arsenal game, these are more important to have him back fully firing rather than do what we did with Paqueta, rush him back and it all goes, tits up, for want of a better word or a phrase. That being said, Sheffield United, they're just so poor at the minute. They're not doing well. I think they've conceded significant amount of goals in the Premier League compared to, the rest. I can bring it up here. So they've conceded 49, which is 7 more than Burnley in the league. Give you an idea, it's 11 more than Luton, and Luton were supposed to be, I suppose, the whipping boys of the league. They've only won 2 games all season out of 20. It's looking like they're going to go down. They're on a run of 4 games without, it going well for them. We're 6th. We should, and listen, we should in theory still have enough to beat this Sheffield United side. But it worries me, and I know I'm not the only one. I've seen the other reviews, other channels. It just worries me that without the front 3, we look flat. We don't look like we're going to do anything. Sheffield United, there's some players. I admired Sander Berge. They sold him to Burnley. Spent a lot of money, if my memory serves, on Archer. So it's, suppose in a way though, good that they're struggling. For me, the whole Tevez thing still doesn't sit right with me. I fully get where they're coming from, but we had to pay them amount of money, and yet they still bitch and whinge and whine about it. So, I don't care. And to be honest with you, I really don't care. And for me, that's where I'm at. Their results this season. Lost to Man City last time out in the league. That was on the 30th of December. They lost to Luton. They drew with Villa. They lost to Chelsea, and then they beat Brentford all the way back at the start of December. So, all right, they did beat Gillingham in the FA Cup, which we can't claim have done any better. But for me, that's neither here nor there. We have to we should be winning games like this even without our front three, as I was saying. So that being said, I'll get into my starting lineups. I'm gonna do it with the fact that we don't have Bowen, but we do have the other two, because obviously they're 50-50 and Bowen was only given a shot at 25%. In fact, I'll do your two lineups, one with, one without Jared Bowen. So the one without Bowen, I'd go back to a back four. But here's the key. I'd actually go Johnson, Areola in goal, Johnson left, Mavropanos and Zuma in the middle, with Soufal on the right. In midfield, I'd go Alvarez holding. I'd then go Souček and JWP slightly further forward, because I don't think we're going to need two in the double pivot for today's game. Then on the left wing, I'm going to go Emerson. I'm going to go Emerson higher up the pitch. And I've got a reason for that. I think he looks one of our better attacking players. Without Paqueta out there, although they link up really well, I think Emerson has all the ability to get the balls in the box. I think he's more than capable of delivering a couple of assists. On the right, I would actually go with Maxi Cornet. I'd actually ask Cornet to play the right wing, gives us a bit of a pacey balance. And then up front, I'd go with Mubama. I know people said he didn't look great against Bristol City, in the first game after he came on. And then in the second game, he struggled a little bit, but I think he needs game time. I think he needs the constant game time. So that'll be my starting lineup without Jared Bowen. With Jared Bowen, pretty much go the same, but I'll remove Mubama and I'd actually put Bowen up top. At least that gives us a bit of an option then with Mubama coming off the bench. I've seen other channels bang the Callum Marshall drum. And I get it. I'd actually have Marshall on the bench. I haven't seen the squad we've taken, so I can't really make comments on that. I've had a busy few days, hence the reason for this rushed video to get one out onto the channel. So we're being consistent and continuing to deliver the videos for you. I'm on the fence today. My heart says it's going to be a draw. My heart says it's a 1-1 draw. My head says a 1-0 West Ham win. And the reason my head goes a 1-0 West Ham win is, the way we play. They've been quite poor this season, as we've already said. They've conceded 49 goals. They've only scored 15 in the league. 15 goals in the league. Whereas we're, on the other hand, we've scored 30. We've got a goal difference of +3. Oh, no, we've scored 33, sorry. Conceded 30, goal difference of +3. 34 points, which is phenomenal. 6 points from safety. I jest. So I can't, up here in the old grey matter, I can't see anything else but a 1-0 West Ham win. The heart does say a 1-1 draw. Do me a favour, guys. Get your comments in below. Get your score predictions, your starting lineups. By the time this goes out, it's going to be about 2 hours until kickoff. So we'll know more as the day rumbles on. If you haven't already done so, if you've stumbled across this channel by accident, I'm starting to use a bit more promotional tools in other social media setups. So if you stumble across this by accident, please, even if you come across here because you want to come and see West Ham content, jump over onto YouTube, hit like on this video, then go into the main page and click subscribe. It makes a big difference to me to know that people are watching my videos. I don't do this for a job. This isn't what I do for a living. I actually run a pub. So this is just a hobby of mine. It is a hobby I want to try and commit to more, give you guys more content. But obviously the pub and everything else. So hit subscribe to the channel, share it. If you know other West Ham friends, send them the links. Hey, look at this tit on YouTube talking about West Ham with a bad beard because he ain't had a shave and he ain't had time. Enjoy your day, guys. Hopefully we win. 1-0, 1-1. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. And come on, you Irons.